Hello, this is John Rankin, johnrankin.us. The male chauvinism of human abortion. All we need to know about the abortion debate can be summed up in one sentence. Human abortion rips off women, it rips off the unborn, and allows the male chauvinist to run free. I said this at the conclusion of a forum at Smith College in 1994 with Patricia Ireland, then president of the National Organization for Women, NOW. The large audience of mostly college women broke into raucous applause. They knew the reality. We can thus pose two questions that help the wider public see this reality. 1. In biological terms, when does an individual human life begin? 2. To what extent does male chauvinism drive the abortion industry? For the first question, the biology is clear. Each individual human life begins precisely at fertilization, aka conception. But across the decades, pro-abortion advocates have pretended to be ignorant about this. And this is the morally weakest form of argument in history, the I don't know argument. It begins with Cain. Yahweh asked him where his brother was, and Cain said, I don't know. Yet he had just killed him out of jealousy. 1. He could not admit the truth, for he would not repent. 2. He could not market a lie, for nothing is hidden from Yahweh. 3. Thus he pretended to be ignorant. It continues with some elitist enemies of Jesus when they challenge him on the source of his authority. Jesus thus asked them, in classic rabbinic response, as to where John the Baptist gained his authority. 1. They could not admit the truth that John's authority came from God, for John testified to Jesus. Thus, they would have to believe in Jesus and repent of their sins, and this they were not going to do. 2. They could not market a lie and say that John's authority was human, for they were in a crowd of people who believed John was a prophet. These religious elitists would be stoned to death by the people if they said John's authority was merely human. 3. Thus they answered, we don't know. The pretension of ignorance. It is also the basis for the 1973 Roe v. Wade U.S. Supreme Court decision that legalized human abortion. Here the court sought to change the language away from the specific biology of conception to a general philosophy about life, and then proclaimed de novo there was no consensus on the question. In other words, it was a sleight of hand to disguise the underlying we don't know posture. The pretension of ignorance, the morally and intellectually weakest form of argument in history. 1. In the 7-2 majority decision, the court could not admit the truth about fertilization, aka conception, for this would prohibit their legal rationale for human abortion. 2. The court also could not market a lie and designate another term of biological origin, for there is no science that could be cited. 3. Thus they pretended to be ignorant and legalized human abortion virtually on demand. For the second question, the whole abortion culture chooses a pretension of ignorance about the sociological reality of human abortion. In well over 90% of all abortions, the man who gets the woman pregnant refuses tangible responsibility for her and their child. And true responsibility is anchored in faithful marriage. She is cornered. She is forced. She is dehumanized by the man, and their child doubly so. He thus runs away free to exploit other women. Human abortion is not a woman's right or a freedom of choice. Rather, it is largely the right and choice of irresponsible and/or chauvinistic men who are not real men, but who reify and enslave women, who reify and kill their unborn children. Thus, one sentence sums it up. Human abortion rips off women, it rips off the unborn, and allows the male chauvinist to run free. Thank you so much. This is John Rankin, johnrankin.us, and God bless.